Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cards by Melissa Minor. Today I am going to be working with some products from a company that is new to me. It's called Color Rush Studio. They are a boutique style craft company with unique papers and embellishments. They offer beautiful patterns and different textures to help you tell your story in a beautiful way. They offer a monthly club with additional add-on options. You can shop their website for products and past kits. So the kit that I have in front of me here, I purchased the October kit, probably I think maybe October 2023, just to kind of test it all out. So these are the gorgeous papers in that October kit that I purchased from their website. And the reason that I purchased this is because I have so many beautiful fall photos that I just never got around to scrapbooking. So these are so perfect. I just love these papers and I think they're going to be great. So these are the papers, but then look at this. You also get all these little bits and pieces. So this is like a chipboard or it's actually wood. It says Happy Fall. And then you get this big sunflower piece. And then these are like little, I guess they're like little crocheted pumpkins. They're so pretty. And these are like little cork pieces, a pumpkin here, sweater weather. There's a leaf. These are really cool. And then they have these. These are called frazzles and ribbon. So this is really unique, and I haven't really seen this in any other clubs that I've noticed. And so I really like this here. So I can't wait to use some of this. And then I got this little thank you gift. This has some hearts in here, some fabric hearts. And then this came in their kit as well, so I'm excited to use this. And then I got this whole pack of stickers with lots of words. These will be great for titles: sweaters, autumn, farm fresh, family, harvest, leaves, pumpkin patch, fall. Just so many great options for titles. So let's dive in and start making a layout. So this is the picture that I want to scrapbook, and I've kind of narrowed it down to these are the papers that I want to use. So I've pulled in a piece of this pumpkin cardstock from my stash here, and this is the picture that I want to scrapbook. This is me and my boyfriend Dale and my daughter Tatum, and then he's holding his cat here. That's Garfield, and we were getting ready to take some professional photos, but this was just a photo we snapped before we went out to the photographer. So I think I want to use this Happy Fall that came in the kit. I think that'd look really nice here with the photo. So I want to have this set out. So the first thing I want to do here is I've trimmed these two papers that I've selected down. These are cut down to 10 by 10 inch square. And I just want to take a ruler here and I want to mark these off. And I want to draw a line with a pencil here and across both of these because I want to make two triangles. And this one, I think I want to mark it on the back. I should have probably done that on the first one too, so that way I don't have to erase any pencil marks. But I'm just going to take this ruler and draw a line across here. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'll do this off camera, but I just want to get these cut down into two triangle panels. Okay, so I have both of those cut, and I'm going to just mount these here on a 10.5 by 10.5 inch square. This is a piece of pumpkin cardstock from my stash, and I've also grabbed some pumpkin ink. And I want to go around the edges of this paper just to give it a little bit of extra dimension here. I just want to add some ink to the edges of this paper, and then I will also go around the edges of that pumpkin cardstock and just also ink the edges of it. Okay, so I have all of those inked. Did a little bit of that off camera, so I want to now go ahead and add some adhesive, and we'll get these lined up here. Not really using a ruler, I'm just kind of eyeballing it here, but I want to glue these down. And I have a piece of white cardstock that I also added from my stash to go with this. It was really hard to narrow down which papers that I wanted to use because I want to use all of them. And lucky for me that there is so much in this kit that I have so much left over that I'm going to be able to make lots of pages. So I went ahead here and I've put both of these triangle pieces on. And let me press this down. And now I'm ready to put adhesive on the back of this pumpkin cardstock. And then I'll get this pressed down onto a 12 by 12 piece of white cardstock. And I think that white behind there just really makes these colors pop from the papers. So now the toughest decision is which way do I want this to go? Which way do I want this to be? And you know what? I think I want the leaves at the top and maybe like this raspberry color at the bottom, because I think that this happy fall will stand out a little better with it being at the bottom. So I think I want it to go a little something like this, just roughly testing it out here. I think that that's going to look nice, and it's going to stand out definitely better against this pumpkin background versus that leaf background. Now this piece was in here, and this is interesting. So I want to use this, and I think I want to put this behind my photo, but it needs to be trimmed down just a little bit. So I'm going to cut just a little bit off the edge so that it looks like it goes here. Now you'll notice I did also map my picture. My picture is 4 by 6, and then I did go ahead and mat that on a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 piece of white cardstock, and I did distress the edges. So let me go ahead and trim this other side down just to make sure that I don't have too much of this sticking out from the sides. I want it to look kind of natural back here, and maybe just a little bit more from this other side. And then I'm going to use some double-sided tape to put a little bit of tape behind my photo to see if I can stick it to this piece. And then I'll put some double-sided tape on the back of this fabric as well. Okay, so I have that stuck down, and I think that looks really, really good. So I did go ahead and fussy cut a couple other pieces that I want to use from one of the pattern papers. And this is just like a little tab, and I did cut it down a little bit, but just to give it a little more interest over here on the left side of my photo, I want to add this little tab over here. And then look at this like little jar. I think it looks perfect since we're at home, and like this little jar just, it kind of goes with the home vibe. So I want to add a little double-sided foam on the back of this jar just to pop it up so that it's level with my photo, because I do have a little bit of foam behind my photo as well. So let me go ahead and peel back the release papers on this little jar. I think this is so cute. And I like that the little jar has the doily detail on it. And then I can go ahead and put some glue on the back of this happy fall. And then that just gives that happy fall a little landing spot. And it just gives it a resting place so that it stands out and just doesn't get lost on that paper. So it looks like it belongs there. And then that'll be a place for my embellishment cluster to go. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of this Artiste Craft Glue. And this dries clear and smooth, and it's just great for paper crafts. So I think this is going to be strong enough. And so I'm going to go ahead and set this down, and then I'm going to go ahead and get a block just to hold this on here. And so that way we can let that dry. Okay, so we've got that part, and I have this little pumpkin here, this little fabric pumpkin. Isn't this adorable? I have never had an embellishment like this. There is so much detail in that, so I definitely want to use that on the layout. And then you'll notice off camera, I did add a couple stickers. So I've got a little leaf sticker, I've got 2 at the top, and then I've got 1 right above the jar. And now I'm adding a little, I've got like a little acorn, and I want to add this leaf somewhere. And I think since I have a couple in the left-hand corner, and then this just kind of draws your eye down the page. So I think with this other leaf down here, it just really draws your eye down the page. And I think I want to add another one, but I'm just really not finding a spot where it's going to go. I thought I wanted a third one up here, but I'm noticing that I'm really happy with the way it looks. So I don't need to add another one, so I think this is it. I love the way this turned out. These kits make it so fast to complete a layout. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. I will leave a link to the Color Rush Studio website in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!